For Jimin's sake, Jungkook rejects Bang Si Hyuk's $1 billion offer. The shocking news came from the world of K-pop, especially from BTS, which immediately made the army around the world uproar. The issue stems from an internal source claiming that Jungkook had just rejected Bang Si Hyuk's $1 billion exclusive contract offer, the founder of HYB, for an unexpected reason: Jimin. This information immediately became trending on social media. It sparked lengthy speculation about what was really going on behind the big decision. According to reports, Bang Si Hyuk has reportedly offered Jungkook an international solo project, complete with full support of global promotion and cooperation of well-known brands. The value of this project is said to reach fantastic numbers, even surpassing most of the offers BTS members have received before. However, to the surprise of many, Jungkook rejected it for reasons that left everyone speechless. He did not want to leave Jimin in the BTS project they were working on together. Sources close to them said that the secret project Jimin and Jungkook are working on has been taking months. It involves a very intense creative process and full of emotional moments in between. Jungkook felt that continuing with the project was more meaningful than taking an unusually lucrative solo opportunity. He is said to have told Bang Si Hyuk, "Money can come again, but this moment with Jimin will never happen again." This decision immediately became the subject of heated discussion among the army. Many were moved, considering Jimin and Jungkook's relationship, which has long been known to be very close. Jungkook's move is a form of loyalty and support rarely seen in the competitive entertainment industry. In fact, some fans created special hashtags such as #ForJiminJKStays and #JungkookProjectOverMoney that topped trending Twitter in various countries. Meanwhile, the HYB party still chose silence. There are no official statements confirming or refuting these rumors. However, some fans claim to have seen a change in the promotion schedule that led them to believe that there was indeed a special Jungkook project being prioritized. A number of CCTV from HYB's training building that was leaked to the online community even showed Jungkook and Jimin training late at night, discussing something with a serious expression, but full of a mysterious little smile. That night, the Seoul sky looked heavy. Gray clouds hang as if harboring secrets that can only be understood by a closely connected heart. On one of the high floors of the HYB building, the lights in the rehearsal room were still on even though the clock was already showing almost midnight. In it, Jungkook and Jimin sat facing each other, their breathing slow but heavy. Jungkook lowered his head, his fingers playing with an empty bottle of mineral water. "Hyung, you know I just got that big offer, right?" His voice was quiet, almost like a murmur. Jimin, who was retying his shoelaces, nodded without looking directly. "I hear," he answered briefly. But the tone is not flat, there is a slight trill that seems to be holding something back. Silence filled the room again. Only the sound of the air conditioner and the ticking of the clock hands are heard. Jungkook finally raised his head, looking into Jimin's eyes. "I rejected it." Jimin was stunned. Her shoelace ties came to a halt in the middle of the knot. "What?" "I said no to Bang PDNM." Jungkook took a deep breath, then smiled a small, barely perceptible smile. "Because I don't want to leave you. We've started this project together, and I want to finish it to the end. Money can come at any time, but a time like this, we won't be able to repeat it." Jimin looked at Jungkook for a long time. Those eyes, which were usually full of jokes and laughter, were now filled with gratitude mixed with guilt. "You're crazy," Jimin said slowly, but his voice broke. "This is an offer that may not even come twice in your life, Jungkook." "I know," Jungkook answered without hesitation. "But Hyung, you once said, I'm the one you always believed in. If I leave now, I'll feel like I betrayed those words of yours." Jimin covered his face with both hands, trying to hold back the mounting emotions. For many, it may just be a career choice. But for Jimin, this is clear evidence that in the midst of a harsh and competitive world, there are people who choose hearts over numbers and contracts. A few hours earlier, while in Bang Si Hyuk's room, Jungkook actually had doubts. The solo project proposal was so tempting: exclusive world tours, collaborations with top international artists, and of course, income that can make him comfortable for life. However, Jimin's face was constantly in her head, looking tired but excited every time they talked about a new choreography or recorded a song demo until the wee hours of the morning. "Jungkook, this is a great opportunity. Don't worry about it," said Mr. Huckabee that afternoon. Jungkook nodded politely, then said in a firm but respectful tone, "I appreciate this offer, PD Nim. But right now, my priority is Jimin Hyung. We have something important to resolve." Bang Si Hyuk was silent, obviously not expecting it. There was a slight smile on the tips of his lips, although his eyes kept a big question mark. "Are you sure about your decision?" "Very sure," Jungkook replied without hesitation. Returning to the training room, Jimin finally lowered his hands. "You make me not know what to say," he said softly. "You don't have to say anything," Jungkook replied, patting Jimin on the shoulder. "Just keep training with me. We're gonna make something that lets the world know why I chose to stay." Outside, the rain began to fall slowly, as if the Seoul sky witnessed the silent promise that night. The two figures in the room were not just mere group mates, but two hearts that choose to take care of each other, even though the world offers different paths. The news that Jungkook turned down Bang Si Hyuk's billion-won offer for Jimin did shake not only the army, but also among the Korean entertainment industry. In the midst of his career at its peak, Jungkook makes a decision that sounds crazy to some, but for those familiar with the dynamics of her relationship with Jimin, the move makes sense. Many suspect it's not just about the project or the money. Rather, it was about a promise he had made to Jimin long before all this success came. An inside source close to HYB mentioned that the offer is no small thing. Its value is estimated at billions of won, and it involves international cooperation that could make Jungkook's name shine even more abroad. However, there is one condition that makes him think twice. The project would require Jungkook to leave Korea for months at a time when Jimin needed his presence. This is what sparked a long debate within the company. Bang Si Hyuk even reportedly intervened to persuade Jungkook to reconsider his decision, but Jungkook stood firm. In an internal discussion that lasted until late at night, he was quoted as saying, "Money can be sought again, but the time lost with a meaningful person will never come back." That sentence silenced all who heard it. Moreover, all this time the public knew that Jungkook and Jimin's relationship was not just a group of friends. They've been through tough times together, from debut struggles to popularity pressures to personal moments full of emotion. This decision to turn down a major offer may seem like a career-changing step backwards, but for Jungkook, it's a form of keeping his promises and life priorities. It's no wonder that many ARMY around the world flooded social media with messages of support. The hashtag for Jimin was trending, accompanied by thousands of messages of thanks for Jungkook, who is considered a loyal and sincere figure. What makes this situation even more interesting is the news that Jungkook and Jimin are working on a secret project together. Some fans who closely watch the duo's activities suspect that this project was the main reason Jungkook did not want to leave Korea. Photos of the two were recorded being out of the recording studio late at night added spice to speculation. In fact, some say they are preparing something the ARMY will never forget in a lifetime. Bang Si Hyuk himself, though initially disappointed, finally understands Jungkook's reasons. In one of his most recent interviews, he said briefly but meaningfully, "Sometimes, the biggest decisions are not about business, but about the heart." This greeting is considered an indirect form of blessing for Jungkook's move. With all the drama, emotion, and warmth surrounding this story, the relationship between Jimin and Jungkook is back in the public spotlight. Many believe that their friendship is one of the pillars of BTS's strength, and Jungkook's decision this time around only reinforces that. Now, all eyes are on what they will do next, whether it is true that there will be new works born from their closeness, or maybe there's a bigger surprise waiting.